Hello and welcome. I'm Luis Garza, and today we journey into a world hidden in plain sight, a realm where the familiar becomes fantastical. We are exploring the world of lizards, creatures we might think we know, yet many harbor secrets that honestly just defy belief. Across deserts, jungles, and even our own backyards, these remarkable reptiles have evolved abilities so extraordinary they rival those of any comic book superhero. Prepare to be astonished by nature's ingenuity and the incredible adaptations that have allowed these animals to thrive in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. From running on the surface of water to gliding through the forest canopy, the abilities these lizards possess are not tricks of the camera, but the breathtaking results of millions of years of evolution. We will witness a lizard that shoots blood from its eyes as a startling defense, another that can defy gravity by scaling sheer glass walls, and one whose venomous bite is a potent weapon in a harsh and competitive world. These are not monsters from myth or legend. They are real, living beings, each with a story of survival that is more incredible than fiction. So, join me as we peel back the curtain on this secret world. We will uncover the science behind these seemingly impossible feats and gain a new appreciation for the sheer diversity and wonder of life on our planet. The superpowers we often imagine are, in fact, all around us, embodied in these small but mighty dragons of the modern age. Let us begin our exploration into the unbelievable lives of lizards with superpowers. Our journey begins in the dense, humid rainforests of Central and South America, a world teeming with life and with danger. Here, along the sun-dappled banks of rivers and streams, lives a creature that appears to perform miracles. It is the common basilisk, a lizard that has earned itself an altogether more divine name, the Jesus Christ lizard. And for a very good reason. When threatened, it does something that seems to defy the very laws of physics. An approaching predator, perhaps a snake slithering through the undergrowth or a bird of prey circling above, triggers an astonishing response. The basilisk does not simply dive into the water to escape. Instead, it rises onto its hind legs and begins to run. Its destination is not the safety of the opposite bank in the conventional sense. No, its path lies directly across the water's surface, a feat of locomotion that is both bewildering and beautiful to behold. How is this possible? The secret lies in its uniquely adapted feet and the physics of water itself. Its long toes are fringed with scales which, when the foot strikes the water, unfurl to create a larger surface area. This, combined with the incredible speed of its stride, creates a tiny pocket of air around the foot, momentarily preventing it from sinking. It is a delicate, high-speed ballet between the lizard and the liquid. Each step is a powerful downward and backward stroke. The foot slaps the water, creating that crucial air cavity and pushing the lizard forward. Before the surface tension breaks and the foot is submerged, the basilisk has already lifted it and is preparing for the next stride. It is a frantic yet perfectly coordinated sprint for survival. It must maintain its momentum. If it slows, the magic is broken and it will sink. This remarkable ability is most effective in younger, lighter lizards. As they grow larger and heavier, the feat becomes more difficult to sustain. An adult may only manage a few meters before having to resort to swimming, but for a juvenile, this superpower is a life-saving advantage, allowing it to escape threats that would otherwise mean certain death. It's a breathtaking spectacle, a fleeting moment where biology and physics combine to create the illusion of walking on water. The basilisk's sprint is not a leisurely stroll. It is an explosive burst of energy, a desperate and vital escape mechanism. The sheer power required is immense. Its leg muscles must work at their absolute peak, propelling the lizard at speeds of up to 5 feet per second. The water churns in its wake, a testament to the force being exerted with every single step. Watching it, one cannot help but be filled with a sense of wonder. It is a perfect example of how evolution, over countless generations, can produce solutions that are both elegant and highly specialized. In the world of predators and prey, the ability to turn a river into an escape route is a superpower of the highest order. The Jesus Christ lizard is a true marvel of the natural world. This is not just about speed, but about technique. The angle of the foot, the rhythm of the stride, the posture of the body, all must be perfect. It is a testament to the intricate and often surprising ways in which animals have adapted to their environments. The basilisk has conquered an element, turning a barrier into a highway, a predator's hunting ground into its personal stage for a miraculous getaway. We now travel east, to the steamy tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia. Here, high in the canopy, lives a lizard that has conquered the air. It is not a true flyer like a bird or a bat, but it is a master of gliding. This is the Draco lizard, often called the flying dragon, and its superpower allows it to travel vast distances between trees without ever touching the forest floor, a place fraught with danger. At first glance, the Draco lizard seems unremarkable. It is small, camouflaged, and spends its days scurrying along tree trunks in search of its insect prey, primarily ants and termites. It seems perfectly ordinary, until it decides to move to a new tree. It does not crawl down the trunk, expose itself to ground-level predators, and then climb up another. It simply launches itself into the void. Its secret lies hidden against its body. The Draco possesses an extraordinary anatomical adaptation, a set of elongated ribs that are not attached to its sternum. These ribs can be extended outwards, unfurling a large, colorful membrane of skin on either side of its body, known as a patagium. These are its wings, and they transform the lizard from a simple climber into an elegant living glider. The process is breathtaking. The lizard will climb to a high point, spot a target tree, and leap. In mid-air, it extends its ribs, and the patagia catch the air like the wings of a delta-wing jet. It can steer with remarkable precision, using its tail as a rudder and adjusting its wings to control its descent. It can navigate around obstacles, choosing its landing spot with care. This ability to glide is not merely for show, it is a critical tool for survival and efficiency. It allows the Draco to patrol a large territory for food, moving from tree to tree with minimal energy expenditure. A single glide can cover a distance of up to 60 meters or nearly 200 feet, though it loses some altitude in the process. For a creature less than a foot long, this is an incredible distance. Furthermore, gliding is a superb escape tactic. If a predator like a tree snake or a bird gets too close, the Draco can simply leap away, leaving its attacker behind on the branch. The forest floor is home to a host of other dangers, and by staying in the canopy, the Draco significantly increases its chances of survival. It has carved out a niche for itself in the three-dimensional world of the forest canopy. The colors of the patagium are often bright and striking, a flash of yellow, orange, or blue against the green of the forest. These colors are not just beautiful, they play a role in communication. Males will flash their wings to attract mates or to warn off rivals, turning their life-saving equipment into a billboard for courtship and territorial disputes. It's a dual-purpose adaptation of remarkable efficiency. When the flight is over and the lizard lands gently on its target trunk, the wings fold away as quickly as they appeared. The elongated ribs retract, the patagia tuck neatly against its sides, and it once again becomes an inconspicuous little lizard, ready to hunt for its next meal. The transformation is complete, its secret superpower hidden away until it is needed once more. We now find ourselves in the arid, sun-scorched deserts of North America, a harsh and unforgiving landscape where survival is a daily battle. Here lives a small, stout lizard that looks like a relic from a prehistoric age. This is the horned lizard, or horny toad as it is sometimes known, and it possesses one of the most bizarre and startling defense mechanisms in the entire animal kingdom. Its primary defenses are its appearance and its armor. Its flattened, wide body and sandy coloration provide excellent camouflage against the desert floor, making it difficult for predators to spot. Its body is covered in formidable-looking scales and sharp horns, particularly on its head, which make it a difficult and painful mouthful for any predator brave enough to try and eat it. But these are just the opening acts of its defensive repertoire. When camouflage and armor are not enough, and a persistent predator, such as a coyote, fox, or hawk, closes in, the horned lizard deploys its secret weapon. It stands its ground, and the pressure within its head begins to build. The blood vessels in the corners of its eyes, in a specialized area called the ocular sinus, are intentionally constricted, causing blood pressure to skyrocket. Then, with unnerving precision, it ruptures these tiny vessels. It aims and squirts a stream of blood directly from its eye sockets, often hitting the predator square in the face. The stream can travel a distance of up to 5 feet. A shocking and utterly unexpected counterattack from such a small creature. It is a moment of pure biological strangeness. This is no ordinary blood. It is mixed with a foul-tasting chemical compound derived from the lizard's primary food source, ants, specifically harvester ants. These ants contain formic acid, which the lizard's body concentrates and mixes with its blood. To a predator like a coyote or a fox, whose survival depends on its keen sense of smell and taste, this blood is utterly repulsive. The effect on the predator is immediate. It is confused, startled, and disgusted. It will often recoil, shaking its head and attempting to wipe the noxious fluid from its face. This moment of distraction is all the horned lizard needs. It gives the lizard a vital window of opportunity to make its escape, scurrying away to bury itself in the sand while its attacker is still recovering from the shock. This defense, known as auto-hemorrhaging, is a costly one. The lizard can lose a significant portion of its blood volume in a single squirt and cannot afford to use this power frivolously. It is a last resort, reserved for moments of mortal peril when all other options have failed. It is a desperate gamble, sacrificing a precious bodily fluid for the ultimate prize: its life. To witness this is to see evolution's creativity at its most extreme. Faced with the constant threat of being eaten, the horned lizard has turned its own lifeblood into a chemical weapon. It is a strategy so peculiar, so unexpected, that it provides an incredibly effective defense against canid and feline predators, though it is less effective against birds of prey. It is a superpower born of desperation and chemical ingenuity. Our exploration now takes us into a more familiar setting, maybe even into our own homes. We're looking at a group of lizards found all over the world in habitats ranging from tropical jungles to arid deserts and urban environments. These are the geckos, and their superpower is honestly the stuff of science fiction. The ability to defy gravity itself, scaling sheer vertical surfaces, and even walking upside down with effortless grace. Watch as a gecko moves up a pane of glass. There are no suction cups, no sticky residue. Its movement is swift, silent, and just seems impossible. It can cling to the smoothest of surfaces, hang by a single toe, and detach its foot in a fraction of a second to take the next step. This is not magic. It's the result of a microscopic marvel of engineering on the soles of its feet. If you were to look at a gecko's toe pad under a powerful microscope, you'd see that it's covered in millions of tiny hair-like structures called setae. But the incredible detail doesn't stop there. Each one of these millions of setae is split into hundreds of even tinier bristles, each with a flattened tip called a spatula. The scale is almost, well, incomprehensible. A single gecko's foot has billions of these spatulae. This is where the real superpower lies. The gecko's climbing ability isn't based on friction or suction, but on something far more fundamental: intermolecular forces. The spatulae are so small and get so close to the climbing surface that the electrons on their molecules interact with the electrons on the surface's molecules. This creates an electromagnetic attraction known as the van der Waals force. Individually, each van der Waals force is incredibly weak. But when you have billions of them working in concert, as the gecko does with its spatulae, the collective force is astonishingly strong. It's estimated that if all the setae on a gecko's feet made contact at once, they could support the weight of a small adult human. The gecko carries its own weight with absolute ease. This system is also incredibly dynamic. To stick, the gecko simply puts its foot down and uncurls its toes, engaging the setae. To unstick, it doesn't just pull its foot away. That would require an immense amount of force. Instead, it changes the angle of the setae, peeling its toes away from the surface like a piece of tape. This peeling action breaks the van der Waals bonds sequentially, requiring very little effort. This remarkable adaptation allows geckos to exploit habitats that are pretty much inaccessible to other creatures. They can hunt for insects on ceilings, escape predators by running up walls, and navigate complex three-dimensional environments with unparalleled agility. Their feet are self-cleaning. A few steps are all it takes to shed any dirt that might interfere with the adhesive forces. They're perfect climbing machines. Scientists and engineers are so impressed by this natural technology that they're actively trying to replicate it. The creation of gecko tape, a powerful reusable adhesive that leaves no residue, is a direct result of studying these incredible lizards. The gecko's superpower is not just a marvel of nature, it's an inspiration for the future of human innovation. Let us journey now to the vibrant forests and dry bushlands of Africa, Madagascar, and parts of southern Europe. Here, moving with deliberate, almost contemplative slowness, is a true artist of the reptile world. This is the chameleon, a lizard whose name has become synonymous with change and adaptation. Its superpowers are twofold: a mastery of camouflage that borders on invisibility, and a visual system unlike any other. The chameleon is most famous for its ability to change color, a talent that is widely misunderstood. While it does use color for camouflage, blending seamlessly into its surroundings to avoid the keen eyes of predators like snakes and birds, this is not its primary purpose. The chameleon's skin is a dynamic canvas, a billboard used for communication and regulating its body temperature. Beneath its transparent outer skin lie layers of specialized cells called chromatophores. Some contain pigments of yellow and red. Deeper still are layers that reflect blue and white light. The chameleon's true magic lies in a layer of cells containing nanocrystals. By actively changing the spacing between these crystals, the chameleon can control which wavelengths of light are reflected, thus creating its spectacular array of colors. A relaxed chameleon might appear green or brown, perfectly matching the foliage. But when it feels threatened or is trying to intimidate a rival, it can flash brilliant, intimidating colors. A male courting a female will display his most vibrant patterns. A chameleon that is cold may darken its skin to absorb more heat from the sun, while one that is too hot may turn a pale, light color to reflect it. Its skin is a living mood ring, but its other superpower is perhaps even more astonishing: its vision. A chameleon's eyes are extraordinary. They are housed in conical turrets and can move independently of one another. This gives the chameleon a full 360-degree field of view. It can look forwards and backwards at the same time, an incredible advantage for spotting both prey and predators without ever moving its head. When the chameleon spots a potential meal, perhaps a grasshopper or a fly, its eyes lock onto the target. Both eyes swivel to face forward, providing stereoscopic vision. This binocular vision gives it superb depth perception, allowing it to judge distances with pinpoint accuracy. This is crucial because its method of hunting requires absolute precision. Once the distance is calculated, the chameleon prepares to strike. It has an incredibly long, sticky tongue which it can launch from its mouth at astonishing speed. The tongue can be up to twice the length of its body and is propelled by a special accelerator muscle. The tip of the tongue is a muscular, club-like structure that creates a suction effect, grabbing the insect and pulling it back into the mouth in a fraction of a second. The combination of 360-degree independently moving eyes, precise depth perception, and a projectile tongue makes the chameleon a phenomenally successful ambush predator. It is a creature that has mastered the arts of disguise, surveillance, and surprise attack. Its slow swaying walk mimics the movement of a leaf in the wind, completing its illusion. To observe a chameleon is to watch a master of its craft at work. Our journey now leads us back to the deserts, but this time to the Mojave Sonoran and Chihuahuan deserts of the southwestern United States and northwestern Mexico. In this arid, rugged terrain lives a lizard that commands respect, not for its speed or agility, but for its potent secret weapon. This is the Gila monster, one of only a handful of venomous lizards in the world, and its bite is a formidable defense. The Gila monster is a creature of striking appearance. Its stout, heavy body is covered in bead-like scales called osteoderms, which are black and interwoven with patterns of pink, orange, or yellow. This vibrant coloration serves as a warning to potential predators. "I am dangerous, stay away." It is a classic example of aposematism, where bright colors advertise toxicity. Unlike venomous snakes, which have hollow fangs to inject venom like hypodermic needles, the Gila monster's venom delivery system is more primitive but no less effective. It does not inject its venom, it chews it in. Its venom glands are located in its lower jaw, and the venom flows out through grooves in its teeth. When a Gila monster bites, it latches on with incredible tenacity. It will hold on tight, gnawing and grinding its jaws to ensure the neurotoxic venom flows from its glands and into the wounds created by its sharp teeth. A bite from a Gila monster is excruciatingly painful for any animal that receives it, including humans. While rarely fatal to healthy adults, the bite is a powerful deterrent that will teach any predator a lesson it is unlikely to forget. The Gila monster is not an aggressive creature. It is slow-moving and spends up to 95% of its life underground in burrows, emerging primarily to hunt or find a mate. It uses its venom almost exclusively for defense. When threatened, it will first try to warn the aggressor by hissing loudly and opening its mouth to display the dark lining. It only bites as a last resort, when it feels its life is in danger. Its venom is a complex cocktail of enzymes and proteins, and scientists are discovering that this potent brew may hold secrets beneficial to humans. One compound found in Gila monster venom, for example, has been developed into a successful drug for treating type 2 diabetes. This creature's defensive weapon has become a source of hope and healing for millions of people. The Gila monster's lifestyle is one of conservation. It has a very low metabolism and can store fat in its thick tail, allowing it to survive on just a few large meals a year. It might feast on the eggs of birds and other reptiles, or on newborn mammals it finds in their nests. Its powerful venom is not typically used for hunting these defenseless prey items. Its true purpose is to protect the lizard itself from becoming prey. In the harsh economy of the desert, where every encounter is a risk, the Gila monster's venomous bite is its ultimate insurance policy. It allows this slow, deliberate creature to survive in a world of faster, more agile predators. It is a powerful reminder that in nature, superpowers come in many forms, and sometimes the most effective is a defense so potent that few dare to test it. For our final chapter, we travel to a handful of remote islands in Indonesia. Here, on Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and Gilimotang, lives the undisputed king of all lizards. It is a true giant, a living echo of a bygone era of megafauna. This is the Komodo dragon, the largest lizard on Earth, and its superpowers are a terrifying combination of size, strength, and a bite that spells a slow, certain death for its prey. An adult male Komodo dragon can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh over 150 pounds. It is an apex predator at the very top of the food chain in its island ecosystem. Its sheer size is a superpower in itself, allowing it to dominate its environment. It is covered in tough, armored scales that act like a suit of natural chainmail, protecting it from the attacks of other dragons. But its most formidable weapon is its mouth. The Komodo dragon's bite is a multifaceted instrument of death. Its jaws are lined with around 60 serrated shark-like teeth that are constantly replaced. These teeth are designed not for crushing, but for slicing and tearing flesh, inflicting massive, gaping wounds on its prey, which can include animals as large as water buffalo, deer, and wild pigs. For many years, it was believed that the dragon's killing power came from a toxic brew of bacteria in its saliva, which would cause a fatal infection in its bitten prey. While its mouth is indeed teeming with bacteria, recent research has revealed a more direct weapon. The Komodo dragon is venomous. Like the Gila monster, it has venom glands that release a cocktail of toxins when it bites. This venom has a dramatic effect. It's an anticoagulant, preventing the blood of the victim from clotting, which leads to massive blood loss. It also induces shock by causing a catastrophic drop in blood pressure. So a bitten animal is not just dealing with a terrible wound, it is being actively poisoned, weakening rapidly and unable to escape. The Komodo's hunting strategy is one of patience and power. It is an ambush predator, often lying in wait along game trails. When a suitable victim passes by, it launches a sudden, explosive attack, lunging at the legs or underbelly. A single, well-placed bite is often all that is needed. The dragon doesn't need to win a prolonged fight. It simply needs to deliver its payload of venom and teeth. After the initial attack, the dragon may simply back off and wait. Using its phenomenal sense of smell, it can track its wounded, dying victim for miles. Its forked tongue samples the air, delivering scent particles to a specialized organ in the roof of its mouth, allowing it to follow the scent of blood with unerring accuracy. The hunt may take hours, or even days, but the outcome is rarely in doubt. The Komodo dragon is a testament to the power of evolution on isolated islands. With no other large carnivores to compete with, it evolved to become a giant, a formidable hunter, capable of taking down prey many times its own size. It is a creature of immense power, a living legend, and a fearsome embodiment of multiple reptilian superpowers combined into one ultimate predator. Today, we have journeyed across the globe, from the rainforests of the Americas to the remote islands of Indonesia, and witnessed the extraordinary. We have seen that the world of lizards is filled with abilities that rival any fantasy. From the basilisk's divine sprint across water to the Komodo dragon's venomous reign, these creatures demonstrate the incredible power and creativity of evolution. Each superpower, whether it's the gecko's gravity-defying grip or the chameleon's mastery of light, is a finely tuned solution to the fundamental challenges of survival: to eat, to avoid being eaten, and to live long enough to reproduce. These are not just curiosities. They are masterpieces of adaptation, each one a story of millions of years of trial and error written into their very DNA. By understanding these animals, we learn more about the intricate web of life on our planet and the endless, beautiful forms it can take. The horned lizard's bloody defense and the flying dragon's elegant glide are potent reminders that the natural world is more wondrous and surprising than we can ever imagine. The next time you see a simple lizard, perhaps you will look a little closer and wonder what secret powers it might be hiding. The world is full of such wonders, waiting to be discovered. Which of these reptilian superpowers would you choose to have? The ability to run on water, to glide through the air, or perhaps to become invisible with camouflage? Let me know your choice in the comments below. And if you found these facts as amazing as I did, Please consider subscribing to the channel for more journeys into the incredible animal kingdom. Thank you for joining me.